our time and we're gonna do this in under 10 minutes. The first gem that I want you to know about that I absolutely love, it's my favorite. It gets you to create shapes like this. And it's stunning and it's easy, but you can manipulate Canva to create gems like this. So let's jump in and create this. What you need to do, you press L for line. I love red today. With a line that you've created, you're going to use your elbows. So when you click on line type, you get a straight line and you get an elbowed line. This is the gem. With the elbowed line, you can manipulate your line to whichever shape you want. So let's just make it a little bit thicker. And you start manipulating it using these lines and you turn it and twist it the way that you want. So if I pick the front of the line and I turn it, it bends like that and it bends to a shape that I want. So if I want to use that shape that we saw on the other side, I would bend it like Beckham. That's how old I am. And then I would create an extra line and then I would duplicate to create the extra line. So it's up to you what it is you want to create. And I would group these shapes, make them big, duplicate, rotate, and align them. You get the gist, right? Of creating shapes in whichever form, and you could make a logo and you could have 3 of these. It's just so cool that you have a capacity of creating amazing design. So if we wanted to do a nice thick straight line and we make it the line weight like nice and thick and we make the line red and we choose elbowed, but then we change the way the line starts and we make it round, then we start manipulating it and we can have all sorts of shapes. If you make the line start the way that you want. Then I thought, you know what, let's go grab shapes. I love my shapes on Canva, and then I can have a shovel that I've created in the manner of seconds because I've used the elbowed or a fork or whatever you want to call it. And you could have all sorts of beautiful shapes using your elbowed line shape. Number 2 of our hidden gem, we're going to press L for a line. And we're going to make the line a little bit bigger. What I want to show you here is if you want to control a shape and you're designing and you want to add these lines together and you want a better control of your design. If your view is far away, it makes it difficult to control the elements that you're busy designing. Zooming in makes it even better to control how the line jumps around or the shape that you're designing. So zooming in and out always helps when you're designing, and it's a hidden gem that not a lot of people are aware of. The other hidden gem is if you hold the shift key and you want to control your line, it jumps and it rotates to an angle 25 degrees, and it jumps like that. If you're holding your arrow up on a Mac and on Windows, you use the shift key. It has to do with text design. Because we're creatives, we would usually be on a design, and this gem is on our ellipsis or the 3 dots or the menu. When you select on more and you've highlighted your text, you can underline your text. You can scratch the text if you don't want, and you're working in a team and there's certain area of your text that you want to scratch out. For example, you want the person to delete that and scratch that out, you can scratch that out. And the last one is to change the text from small letters to capital letters. You know, because we are always on designs, this is a little bit hidden. However, if you work on documents, then documents easily show that menu up there, and you can work on your document to create your text the way that you want. But the next hidden gem has to do with links. When you're working on a document and you would like to have a section of a document linked to a bottom section of the document or linked to an external link that we've always known that it was there on Canva, you're going to click on your menu and you're going to select link. With your link, You could enter a link that you would like to link to the information that you are designing. The cool thing is you could also link to a page of the document that you are designing. This is on PowerPoint. I've seen, well, it's probably been there for a while, but I've seen it recently and I thought, you know what, let's add it to the gems video. If you enjoy my way of teaching and you love Canva and you are a creative, you're absolutely going to enjoy this course that's currently on Udemy. I'm on Udemy, and for my students on YouTube and anywhere on my social media platform, we have a launch prize that we are offering for a limited time. So go on Udemy, go buy the course. There's 71 lectures that you're going to enjoy and learn Canva as a creative. It's available for you lifetime, and you have access to me to answer all of your questions. Currently it's going at $199. If you convert it to US dollar, it's about $10 the cost. So yes, go grab the cost. Our next gem has to do with images, and you want to have a border on the image. It works exactly the same as shapes. So you could add a weight on your image, and of course you could change color and make that pink or something cute for the kids. But you could also change the rounding of the border to exactly what you want. It's like a photo frame digitally, so you could have that on your images on Canva. This hidden gem has to do with templates on Canva. You're working on templates and you found a gorgeous template that you would like to use. So say for example, we want a thumbnail and we picked a gorgeous thumbnail that we like, and we don't want to change anything on the thumbnail. We want to translate the text on there to the text that we want. What this hidden gem then does, it leaves the design that's currently on there. You could select the whole page, you scroll down to translate, and on translate you could choose the language that you would like the tool, the AI tool, to translate to, and then you select the page or the pages that you want translated, and then you then click on translate after you've selected your language. So it could be any language. There's even Zulu here. I was so proud and happy to see that there's Zulu here. And then you click on translate, and then Canva translates it to the language that you've chosen. I thought this was pretty cool and I could share it on our hidden gems. So have lots of fun with this, and it keeps your design as is. When you're creating a design and you want a blended look and you want a seamless kind of a look with your design, I find myself using this quite a lot with my thumbnails. When I started learning Canva, one of the things I've learned was gradients on Canva. When you go to your elements and you search for gradient, any of these gradients to blend your design. So say for example, you pick one of the gradients and you find that the gradient allows for color to be changed. It makes it much easier that way. And you could just add the gradient on there and start blending and changing the color to a beige color so that it quite blend with your design, and then you duplicate that and you blend it, and it just carries on like that. But what I want to show you is if you've picked a gradient and the gradient does not allow for color to be changed, and then go to edit photo, and with your edit photos scroll down to your colors or your duotones. And on your duotones, you can customize the color and you can pick any color that you want. I want this beige color. Where is the beige color? I want this beige color. Then I have the same color. Then I would copy the image and start blending it to my design. And you have that blended look, and you can add your text the way that you want. Your next step is to go to Udemy, buy the course. I can't wait to see you on the other side. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. I will see you on Udemy.